This question from 9 to 12 is taken from United India Insurance Administrative Officer Exam 2013. In this question, as you can see for yourself, they are giving two conclusions and we have to tell answer A if conclusion 1 is true. We have to give answer B if conclusion 2 is true. We have to give answer C if either conclusion 1 or 2 is true. We have to give answer D if both conclusions are false, and we have to give answer E if both conclusion 1 and 2 are true. Now this is the first question under this United India Insurance AO question. In our number, this is question number 9. This is taken from United India Insurance AO Administrative Officer Exam 26/5/2013. Let us see the working. This question of United India Insurance AO exam, question number 9, is fairly simple. You can straight away write the answer without working. Now you look at the statement. Statement says O is greater than P, P is greater than Q, Q is greater than R is less than S, and then S is less than T. Now we have to verify the conclusions. O is greater than S. Now look at the statement. Go to O and S. You can visually see for yourself. Between O and S, there is conflict of statement. Q is greater than R is less than S. Therefore, conflicting symbols are there between O and S. Therefore, conclusion 1 does not follow. Then go to T and P. You look at T and P. P is greater than Q, greater than R, less than S. Between P and T, there are again conflicting symbols. Therefore, T and P, T is greater than P, second conclusion is also false. So, as far as this problem is concerned, both conclusions are false. You can just give the answer by looking at the statement and looking at the conclusion without any actual working. So, both conclusions are false. Let us see the answer slide. For question number 9, neither conclusion 1 nor conclusion 2 is true. Now let us look at question number 10. Here we are given three statements. A is less than B is less than C, B is equal to D greater than E greater than F, and the third statement is G is less than A. So we have to arrive at the conclusions. D is greater than A and A is less than E. Which one of them is true? Because here there are three statements, we may have to form a grid and work. So let us see the working. In this question, we have three statements, but we have got only two conclusions to check. It's a fairly simple one. Now we have to form a grid for these statements. A is less than B is less than C. This is one statement. Then B is equal to D. We have to incorporate here. So let us incorporate the second statement into the first statement. B is equal to D is greater than E is greater than F. So I have incorporated the second statement into this grid. Now the third statement, G is less than A. Where is A? A is here. So you need not write it in the grid form. So simply you can continue it. A is greater than G. So G is less than A. So the second statement also we have incorporated. There are three statements. The second statement is first incorporated. Then the third statement is also incorporated into the first statement. We have a grid which contains the impact of all the given statements. So we can now coolly remove this from the picture. Otherwise this will be a confusion. Now we have to test the two conclusions. What are the conclusions? D is greater than A. Where is D? D is here. Where is A? A is here. Now what is the valid conclusion? Now we will write a single statement. A is less than B is equal to D. So the conclusion is in the reverse order. Therefore, the conclusion has to be realigned as A is less than D. Now look at this statement we have arrived. Element A is here, element D is here. Between the two symbols are there. One is less than and is equal to. Between the two, this has high priority. Therefore, A is less than D is correct. Now let us go to the second conclusion. What are the elements for second conclusion? A and E. A is here, E is here. Let us write a single statement covering A and E. A is less than B is equal to D is greater than E. Now between A and E, these are the two elements. There is a conflicting symbol. Always look for conflicting symbols. Let us not waste further processing. Wherever there is a conflicting symbol, it means there is no conclusion is possible. Therefore, second conclusion does not hold true. So for this question, the answer is only conclusion 1 is valid. Now let us see the answer slide. For question number 10, conclusion 1 is true. This question is taken from United India Insurance AO exam of 2013. Here, 3 statements are given. H is greater than I is equal to J is greater than or equal to K. That is one statement. The second statement is L is less than K. The third statement is I is less than M is less than N. Therefore, with these 3 statements, we have to make a grid and then arrive at the conclusions. For question number 11, this question and the next question, the statement is the same. Only here they have given 2 conclusions. In the next conclusion, they have given 2 conclusions. We have to verify them. First, let us work out this problem. Now in this question, there are 3 statements. We have to form a grid and then compare. Now let us form a grid. The first statement is from H to K and the second statement is between L and K. So the element that is common between these 2 statements is K. So K is greater than or equal to L. So this statement I have incorporated here. Then this statement is I is less than M, less than I is here. So we will write N here. N is greater than M and greater than I. So I have incorporated the third statement also here. Now we have formed a grid. Now all comparisons we have to make only from grid. This we will now remove. Now we have to compare. What are the elements we have to compare? H and M. H is here, M is here. Now we will write the connection. H is greater than or equal to I is less than M. So there is a conflicting symbols. So no conclusion is possible. So conclusion 1 is false. Let us go to the second conclusion. Second conclusion is between N and H. Where is N here? N is here, H is here. So we will make a, again here also there is a conflict. Anyhow we will make a single statement. H is greater than or equal to I is less than M is less than N. So there is a conflicting statement here also and therefore no conclusion is possible. Therefore, conclusion 2 also is wrong. So, for this given question, both the conclusions are false. Let us see the answer slide. Question number 11. Neither conclusion 1 nor conclusion 2 is true. Now let us see the next question. For question number 12 also, the statement is the same, only conclusions are different. Now we shall work out from the same grid which we have drawn earlier. We will see the answers. See, in this question, question 12, the statement is the same as given in 11, and we have already drawn the grid. The grid is before us, and we have to test two conclusions. Conclusion 1, m is less than I, and conclusion 2, h is greater than or equal to k. Now let us test the first conclusion, m and I. Where is m? M is here. Where is I? I is here. M is greater than I. M is greater than I is true. But here the statement is m is less than I. Therefore, conclusion 1 is false. Then with regard to conclusion h and k, where is h? H is here, k is here, and the conclusion is in sync with the statement. Therefore, we have to only compare the symbols now. The symbols is greater than or equal to, is equal to, greater than or equal to. No conflicting symbol between is equal to and greater than or equal to. It has got higher priority. Therefore, the correct conclusion is h is greater than or equal to k. It is exactly what we are asked to verify. Therefore, conclusion 2 is true. For this given question, conclusion 1 is false and conclusion 2 is true. Let us see the answer slide. The answer slide clearly says conclusion 2 is true. For this question, conclusion 2 alone is true. Now we shall see the next question.